Do you want a great piece of relationship advice? Well, I have one for you today, and the way I found out about it is actually kind of crazy. Here's the deal. I got married on the beach in Jamaica. We didn't really know what we were doing or how to go about all the details and stuff, so the hotel tried to arrange everything for us, and they did a really good job. So on the wedding day, a pastor showed up that they had hired, and he came in, and he was like 100 years old, or maybe 200 years old, or really, really, really old. And he had a really strong accent, and I hardly could understand him, and I was getting really nervous about the whole ceremony. We go down to the beach, and there's a few people there watching us, and he begins the ceremony. He's a very nice, classy gentleman, and I was trying to listen in carefully to what he was saying, but again, I was getting nervous because I couldn't really understand, and I knew there would come a time in the ceremony where I'd have to repeat after him. Well, he said my wife's name wrong. He said her first name right, but he totally mispronounced her last name. Now I'm listening thinking there's going to be a point where I have to repeat that, and I'm afraid I don't know what to do because I didn't want to embarrass him in front of the crowd and correct him like in front of everybody because he was such a nice man. However, I also didn't want to say my new wife's name wrong. So the whole ceremony, I'm just stressing the whole time, waiting for this moment to come. And then it kind of came out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it. And he said her name and told me to repeat it. And just by good luck, I guess, I said her name the proper way. And he was maybe a tiny bit embarrassed. It wasn't a big deal. And then later I told her the story. We're back at the room that evening, and I told her what I was going through and how I was sweating through the whole ceremony, worrying about it. And I asked her if I had done the right thing, if I should have embarrassed him, or if I did the right thing by saying her name the right way. And she was really, really clear about it. She was very, very clear. She said, yeah, you definitely need to say my name the right way. Good job. And that's when I learned the advice that I always share. 20 years of a pastor, all the marriage ceremonies I've officiated, I always shared it to everyone. I'm sharing with you today. There's going to be all sorts of times in life where you don't know what to do. You're with someone you care about, and you're supposed to say something, you're supposed to do something, and you're not really sure what to do or say. Don't think about other people. Don't think about something you've read or studied in the past or advice you've gotten. Just stop for a moment. Stop for just a moment and ask yourself, what would he want me to say? Or what would she want me to do in this situation? Put everything else out of your mind and just think, what would they want? And then say or do it. A lot of times, especially ladies, you'll be right 90% of the time. Guys, we're probably only going to be right half of the time. But anyway, when you're right, it's awesome, and they're going to be super happy. And when you're wrong, and they point it out like, hey, I didn't want you to do that, I wish you wouldn't have said that, you can honestly say, I'm sorry, I was just trying to do what you wanted. I tried to do exactly what I thought you'd want me to do. No one's ever upset about that. And the whole situation is defused. They're actually super happy that you're trying to please them, maybe even happier than if you would have got it right. So that's the advice. When in doubt, do your best to guess what they would want and go ahead and do that. Works every time. Have a great day.